Hello everyone. Welcome to the How 2025 Post GRE SQL and Ivory SQL Eco Conference at China. This is Abhilekh Verma, Microsoft MVP in AI from Hyderabad, India. I am also currently a director at Abhilekh Verma Consultancy. So today I am going to share about my topic, which is LLMs and natural language processing. And as you can see, this is a fantastic opportunity for us to understand about different kind of technologies, which is really impacting the world in AI, specifically in terms of the communication which happens, right? So I started my career more with the IoT space, with machine to machine training, and then moving to AI. So this has been an interesting journey, and my life has really changed. Like I have been traveling a lot. I guess I've been to China recently, where I had a chance to speak in Beijing, at one of the conferences, and also been to Alibaba and Shanghai as well. Now, one of the reasons I wanted to share about this slide is what are the reasons why AI can really change your life in terms of every year. So one of the key things is if you run a startup, that is really useful. So I'm actually running an edtech startup. If you are certified as a personal branding coach, it also helps in terms of getting some good visibility. I've been top 3% most active speaker on Session Eyes for 2024. So that also has been a great impact. I have been ex KPMG corporate trainer with a decade of experience, and currently I'm a Microsoft MVP in AI. And I've mentioned I've delivered close to 400 lectures on different topics, tech and non-tech. I've been winners of scholarship trips with the Singapore and also with the Korean government as well. Currently, these are the places where I'm mentoring, and I'm also running some multiple communities with Azure and stuff like that. Now, I also wanted to highlight in terms of LLMs, there are also a lot of contributions which Microsoft is doing, with OpenAI. I'm sure you would have already got a lot of updates. I'm currently mentoring at Microsoft for Startups program. So if you're looking for Azure credits, absolutely you can reach out to me. Now, a lot of people ask me, like, Abhilekh, you've been talking about LLMs and how are things really changing. So this is just a image being generated using DALI, and this is how I am talking about how locally it can go. So I remember going to Dubai this year, January. I'm again going to Dubai having a lecture at Microsoft next month. So I wanted to really create an image which will impact the local people in Dubai. So this is, for example, the gold stock market, which is, you can see this goldsmithers, and then there is a tea vendor who is trying to promote about AI and the pitching and stuff like that, which close to Burj Al Arab building, which is the costliest 7-star hotel in Dubai, right? And this is how I wanted to show how AI is so much revolutionary in terms of designs and stuff like that, right? I mean, it can literally create a lot of things for you in a button of clicks. In fact, when I visited Burj Khalifa and get a chance to be at the Microsoft office in Dubai, so I had a chance to see an air to water converter, which uses air to convert water, which when get at the Microsoft office. So this is like how I want to talk about the Sustainable Development Goals, which is with the UNSDC, which is meeting. Right, and this is some of the AI generated images live captured in South Korea, doing my selection as one of the finalist delegate representing India there, with my startup. And this is a company called Any Moment, and they were able to generate some amazing images of mine. As you can see, like this is a cartoon based image of mine, and everyone in the behind, this is how it really, is so beautiful, as you can see. Parallelly here, as you can see, there are two gentlemen, but I also in the AI generated image is wearing the specs, and there are a lot of biasness. So AI does has that biasness where, let's just say, whatever you're telling to the LLMs, make sure you remove those biasness. Even if you go to LLMs, any LLMs or any AI tool, I was recently started learning DeepSeek with Alibaba and also with Quen tokens. So what I have understood is, regardless of you putting prompts, like let's say you're drawing, let's just say with left hand and try to draw a picture of that, it will still draw with the right hand, because AI is transitioned to feel most of us are righties and not lefties, right? So that is how AI has to be. So yeah, we have to be very careful what we try to fine tune and make sure that the biasness is removed. Right. That's also something I wanted to share through these images. Now, I've been doing it more with Microsoft Copilot. So right now, when it comes to building LLMs, it just helps me with a lot of idea day-to-day generation for my startup. Obviously, reaching out to corporate professionals and startup communities is something which I really like. This is like an example of, let's just say, a tool which is free versus a paid tool. A lot of people ask me, like, why are you advertising or promoting any paid tool in AI? So not just Copilot, you can go. There's like multiple paid tools you can upgrade. Which has GPT-4 like versions, right? So think about this. So this is an example of let's just say me using a free tool where I am getting three people called Andrew, Joanna, and then there is Hannah, right? So they have some availability. Like Andrew is available from 11 to 3, Joanne is available from 2 to 3:30, and then also till 5 p.m. Right? Sorry, this person is available from 12 to 2 and then 3:30 to 5. Hana is available from noon for half an hour, right? And then 4 to 6. So they have different availability. So we're looking for a 30-minute common time for each of them so that we can really fix up a meeting. Now here you can see they have fixed between 4 to 4:30, but clearly I can see Andrew is not available after 3. So there's a mistake with let's just free tool versus let's just say I take a paid tool and I have a better precision. Here I can see like they are setting up a meeting between 12 to 12:30, which is at par with everyone's timing, right? So this is just an example of free versus a paid tool, and this is what is a game changer. These are some comparisons with every tool you have in terms of features. And let's just say, if you're a developer, I mean, I would highly suggest you, if you are interested, you should go with GPT-4. If you are using for Power Apps 365 and stuff, productivity and document creation, I mean, I can highly recommend Copilot Pro. Day to day, I mean, I've been working with some of the, like film stars, some of the persons who are actually into lyrics, like song lyrics. So yeah, even the creative industry is actually using A2. I mean, like around there are like around AI mostly 15, 16 tools I know. So they've been using all of them on a regular basis, and I'm talking about the paid tools. So they have been really getting some great conversions in terms of like conversations, or in terms of engagements with those powerful tools for creating song lyrics and stuff like that. And this is just a kind of an example I'm showing. Like I wanted to do a project which is creating a digital likeness model, of let's just say of some celebrities or some Bollywood, Hollywood actors. And I really wanted to work with Netflix, Amazon Prime, where I can help a production house in US or UK, and they can actually, get this digital likeness model of actors, especially film actors, right? So we experimented with some of the actors who are not alive, someone who is from 1930s or 1940s. We got their model approved it through YouTube and also on blockchain, and we were able to get the permissions to use it for proof of concept, and then move to MVP stage, where now most of these actors will be live on Netflix and Amazon Prime, where production house can save a lot of money, because at the end of the day, production house is going to get a lot of benefits, because the travel cost of, let's just say, a actor, or let's just say their team, going to UK, US, is going to get saved, because the digital likeness model, which will have everything of them. Let's just say, talk about the way how they act, the way how they talk, their head turns, their eye movements, their facial expressions, everything will be copied through this digital likeness model. So we don't want to make it a deepfake, because of course we know that there's also a negative side of digital likeness. So we want every actor to approve it on a blockchain, so it's more secured for them. And this is an interesting project which is implying a lot of research and a lot of fine tuning with the LLMs which I've used, right? Now, this is an example of how a student in NUS college in Singapore, they developed this with Super AI. I think Super AI just finished, I guess, or maybe I think today was the last day, 18th and 19th. So Super AI was scheduled this year. Last year, I was there as one of the AI selected startup participants. So I had a chance to see a video where a student, had a live model which is actually going to answer any questions you ask. So here's something they asked me. So
the transmission seems lost. Repeat your answer into the microphone, please. What do you seek in this boundless sea? Imagine an object.
Fishes.
The transmission seems lost. Repeat your answer into the microphone, please. What do you seek in this boundless sea? Imagine an object.
Creativity.
Emotional footprint logged, embedding coordinates now. Your escape is ready. You can't enter, but trust me, it's beautiful.
So as you can see, I give them a choice of initially giving them a prompt saying I want to see fishes, but unfortunately they were not able to generate it because maybe software can catch the word fish, so there's a difference between singular and plural, right? So they are not able to catch. But next time when I gave them the word creativity, they were able to generate an image with tally, something like this, beautiful, about creativity, right? So this is what I want to talk about LLMs and why AI is important, where you have to make sure that, the kind of training you give, it can catch both singular and plural voices and things like that as well. So this is an example I wanted to specifically show. And a lot of people ask me, like, I've been recently to Shanghai, Beijing, and Hangzhou. So I've seen a lot of skyscrapers there, a lot of great buildings. But there is a place in Oman, in Muscat, which is pretty rich country, and they don't have any single skyscrapers. They have their own traditional buildings and stuff. But then, yeah, I've been talking about all this technological advancement. In fact, Hyderabad is going to be the first AI city by 2026 with the support of the Dubai government. So we've been working on a lot of projects where we have it our first AI city. China is definitely very advanced. My experience last week, I guess, with China was amazing, and I can literally say you should definitely go to China. It's a beautiful place. This is an example of generated machine, I can say a technology generated machine, which is able to identify where I'm sitting. So it is going to adjust where I'm coming, and at the same time it is going to make sure it doesn't coincide with the human being coming in front, right? So let's just see this quick snapshot of a video. So as you can see, like, I have ordered a South Indian dish called masala dosa, and this is Malaysia, by the way, and it was able to adjust the way the human was watching, was walking, right? And then it is able to also come close to me where I'm sitting, adjust, and then wait. Now, if you see on this machine, it was written 16. So once I take this, I need to press this button. This is the same I saw in Shanghai when I think I was in Marriott, and I had, I think, Fairfield by Marriott. Yeah. So there was also this similar kind of device. It used to come from the elevator from the ground floor. Whenever you order any item, the machine will come and the robot will ask you to, take your item. Once you take the item, and press the button, then it will go back to the elevator and also again go back to the place from where it came, maybe the kitchen or somewhere. So if you order through any of those items, like let's just say you order through an online app, or let's just say you order from the hotel, anywhere you do, this robot, it's very common in China. This you might find this kind of robots. Okay, so this is more like a device, but this is more like, I can say, sensor based solution with IoT coupled with AI. So I think this is an interesting thing which I really wanted to share. Now another thing which I really felt everyone should know is the future of work. So Nordstrom in Europe is having this virtual fitting room with AR VR. So I literally don't have to work with a salesperson in a shopping mall to ask them to show me a fitting design and stuff like that. I can sit at home and I can literally choose the dress I want. This is same with Zara and Amazon, where you can literally go and check some great dresses and just order it right away after you try it online. This is something I have seen in place like Korea, where they had this amazing like stuff which is about a bus stop, right? So I'm sure you know what a bus stop does, but they have something interesting. Yeah, so as you can see on the video, I mean, of course, you see different kind of, designs and different kind of, here you can see the temperature, you can see when the bus is going to come in the bus stop. Parallelly, this is a place, if it is cold outside, this will become warm. If it is warm outside, it will become cold, right? Parallelly, you also get to see this, mobile wireless device. So you put, your mobile and you can actually get it charged. So this is what technology is about. This is, by the way, Seoul in South Korea, where I've been there last year, right? So this is a very interesting find. I wanted to show this because I'm sure this will help you in the longer run as well, right? In terms of understanding about technology and stuff. Now, one of the key things everyone asks me, like, when you're delivering lectures, why does storytelling impact, if you use any AI tools like Copilot? So think about it. Let's just say, this robot, for example, it is trying to analyze a lot of brains. Maybe it is trying to do a stand-up comedy, right? With old age people in different countries, in let's just say any Southeast Asian countries. Let's just say in Japan, where you have more number of people old age, right? And they really want to get entertained with a robot. So this robot can actually analyze the brain of everyone and try to deliver. And this is how the future looks like. When you have a TEDx lecture or maybe a Tony Robbins lecture, where the avatar of them will be online, and literally, tens and thousands of people can actually see that. In fact, public speaker, for example, we're doing remote and hybrid, but in future it is going to be avatar based, where you literally do it everything remote, right? And that's what storytelling is really impactful. This is the version of Elon Musk, where it's about all these drones. It is about the colorful nature. So if you're angry, it becomes red. If you're at peace, like this is the airport. Let's assume this is the Kennedy Airport, John F. Kennedy Airport in US, and I can literally see like how many people are actually taking the flight. Sitting at a specific place in the city, right? So I can be on the street and I can also check. So this is the full advanced version, which is how the future looks in US, and I'm sure this will be implemented where everything is there. I've been in China, where I've seen there is driverless buses as well, right? So driverless cars, driverless buses, just like Tesla has. So everything is possible. I mean, that's what is with the fusion of emerging technologies. These are some prompt scenarios I want to do. So I come from a corporate training background. So let's just say you want to do role playing, scenario planning, or research. I mean, all these topics you can use. So there are some use cases. Let's just say you want to reach out to something who is decision maker in a company. Let's just say an industrial manufacturing company. And what are the top things you should put to an email to them to make sure it's engaging and you get a chance to probably do a lead generation. So yeah, depending upon what your business case is, you want to book a meeting with the CFO so that you can support the deal. So this is just an example of how I use pipeline generation as a use case with prompt. So I can get the right kind of responses from these AI tools. Right. One of the case studies I wanted to show is Airbnb. I'm sure everyone knows Airbnb, right? So you can literally go and book anything because it's all generated through AI, the pricing part. So as you can see on the screen, like, I want to book, let's just say for something which is maybe later, I want to book after a few days some hotel. So I literally can go and I can check and I can literally see which day I can book the lowest, so I can see here, the lowest is showing 92, I guess. Yeah. So this is obviously showing now, which is a Twitter discount. And let's just say I want to see which is the lowest at the end. So I can see, and which is the costliest. So I'll avoid this date, right? So all those things you can see. Now this was been done, by the way, in 2015, as you can see the calendar, right? So yeah, I mean, this is what they used AI. And one of the reasons why this I really like is there is less number of cancellations because you literally don't pay in advance. You pay it just some days before or maybe once you reach the hotel. So this is an advantage I see with most of the hotels when they are on Airbnb or even on platforms. I think there are many platforms I can say, with hotels like it's also booking.com, right? I think that is what I have seen, right? Trip.com, right? So there are a lot of websites where you can literally agora.com, right? So there's a lot of websites where you can get this kind of AI generated pricing and stuff like that, right? So this actually helped them to increase the host revenue by 8.6%, and then the decrease rate for guests by 5.7%. That means, let's just say for every 100 guests who were canceling, the 5.7% was the decrease. So, I mean, there were more number of people making sure that they're actually coming to the hotel, and they're not canceling the hotel, right? So this is one interesting thing with Airbnb. Let's go to the next part. This is Spotify's natural language search. I'm sure you know NLP, right? Similarly, we have this search function. So let's just say you like somebody's music, okay, and you feel like you really want to, see similar kind of song, similar kind of genre of music, or let's just say podcast. Let's just say you like to hear about entrepreneurship. You want to hear about SQL, right? PostgreSQL SQL. So you want to see which are the different communities, just like in China, we have this. What are the other communities which we can follow, right? So you will get all those kind of things on Spotify's natural language search because it will give you some similar matched up terms which will be having semantic correlation. And this is something really useful because I mean I really want to follow different communities. I run multiple communities, so I feel like I can really learn from them. So this is really useful for NLP and deep learning technology, and I'm sure this is something which has been working for all of us if you're listening to music as well, right? So this is something which Spotify does. I think even when you're in airline, right? So whether you're taking Emirates, whether you're taking Singapore Airlines or any airline, right? So even Air China. So when you take all these airlines, you will see some kind of suggestions when they have this TV, and in the TV when you are searching a song, it will show you similar kind of genre of song. You can save it, and then next time also you can browse that same kind of songs. I have seen it whenever I'm flying to a different part of the world, and I can see in those machines, and it gets saved and stuff like that. Right? They in fact did it with Google's AI to tailor podcast for audiobook recommendations. I'm sure a lot of people also download this, and it's very useful. So this is also something which Spotify did, and these are some real world use cases. I mean, I've been using ChatGPT, Copilot, DeepSeek, Perplexity, and Gork. So there are like Torque, right? So there are like many tools I have used, but yeah, I mean, regardless of you talk about use cases. So let's say, for example, Meta is using Copilot and ChatGPT. Canva is using Copilot, right? Different functions. Ultimately, the use is the same, for different industries. But yeah, I mean, it is really useful, and maybe I will anyway share the presentation. So if you want, you can also go back and check all these kind of live examples. I think I really liked one thing in China is you can really make payments through your hand, right? Which is one of the interesting things, which I think I can show you some
This is
clip.
me using my face to get into a convenience store in China where you can buy food through facial recognition technology. Using your face to buy food is already a reality. Here's one system that KFC and Chinese search engine giant Baidu implemented in China. KFC's system even remembers your face and food preferences so it can better recommend you new products. Much like KFC, this convenience store we visited in the city of Shenzhen has partnered with the tech giant, in this case, the payment app WeChat Pay, to create an experimental face-to-food experience. The store, Zhouheya, encourages people to play and pay with facial recognition technology. With just your face and a simple thumbs up, the system will deduct money from your linked WeChat account.
Making my mobile payment by facial recognition juice.
I don't get this.
This may feel very dystopian, but facial recognition has apparently been a welcomed advancement in big cities in China.
Right. So, I mean, there are multiple such things available in China where you can literally, even increase your loan score using your hand gestures. So that's how I have seen China being way advanced, and I'm sure a lot of other countries are also replicating this. In US and Europe, also I've seen it. Even 7-Eleven places I have seen, a lot of such advancements. These are some of my favorite tools, by the way. If you want to take a screenshot, you can also take, or you'll anyways get the presentation. So this is more on the different AI favorite tools which I use for my day-to-day work, right? And yeah, the world is really moving fast. We really need to be at par, I mean, with different countries, different places where everyone is learning technology just like how we are learning, at a faster pace and speed. Right, these are some of my free 6 months, 3 months license tools I got. So I will share this, with you, which actually has some hyperlinks, so you can have this, like some months free of access. Let's say this is 6 months Figma free. Fireflies Premium is also there, right? Pictory AI is basically 3 months free, and this power extension is there with Chat GPT called Superpower. Copy AI also. So you can obviously, use this fantastic AI tools. These are my favorites, by the way. Right, and these are some of the alternatives to all the AI tools right now present on my favorite desktop. So these are the AI tools right now I'm using. I'm sure you can also, start using as you like, right? And there are some prompts. I mean, if you click this link, you will get the 18140 chat GPT prompt, which I think Andrew Police has given. You can search as well, you can get it online. And this is my favorite, where I do a lot of prompt engineering. So this is like a hub of everything. I can see, literally copy and paste this prompt and get this done, right? So if you want to connect, you can scan my code. You can search me on LinkedIn. My name is Abhilekh Verma. And thank you so much for having me at this lovely conference, and looking forward to answering any of your questions if you have, and looking forward to connecting soon, right? So thanks a lot, for this opportunity.